It's a pretty big deal, isn't it? Waking up, worrying about what the day might throw at you, wondering why you're just not as happy as Sally across the street, or even just as happy as everyone is telling you you're supposed to be by now. Let me ask you this. Have you ever wanted a life just overflowing with joy and gratitude? The kind of life where you wake up every day with a real smile on your face, even if everything is falling apart around you. I mean, who doesn't want that life? The kind of life that everyone literally dreams about, where you're thrilled to be alive before your feet even touch the floor in the morning, and that no matter what challenges come up throughout the day, you're able to connect with your inner peace, your inner harmony. So, why hasn't it happened for you yet? Let's be honest, this probably is not the first time that you've been looking for a proven method to live a more stress-free, happy life, is it? You're probably even asking yourself, when will I catch a break? Well, when you watch this video to the end, you're going to discover how you can finally break through your dark cloud and merge into the sun, making a happy, positive life possible in as little as 21 days. Hi, my name is Sarah, and a few years ago, I was just like you, perhaps even worse. I mean, picture me almost 10 years ago, collapsed on my hands and knees in my college dorm room, crying, hyperventilating, looking around at the destruction I had just caused like a tornado had just ripped through my bedroom. Crawling to my desk, I desperately fumbled around for relief, finding the last nerve pill a friend gave me when I had a panic attack just a few weeks before. I hurriedly swallowed the pill, burrowed underneath the covers of my bed, and I did not leave for 3 straight days. Now, this was just one of the many episodes that I had over the next 5 years of my life. For most of my young adult life, I was in the middle of what some refer to as the dark night of the soul. I seemed like a happy gal on the outside, always smiling and laughing, but I was incredibly heartbroken, anxious, and just super lost on the inside. I had found myself tied up in a string of toxic relationships with ex-boyfriends who were addicted to some heavy drugs. And while I was trying to work and graduate college, the problem I had was that I didn't know how to pull out of my own darkness. It was all too much for me to handle, so I often turned to vices like binge drinking, party drugs, sex, even junk food and video games, whatever I could do to distract me. But all of this behavior just left me feeling even more empty than before. So that's when I decided I had to make a change. If I wanted to be happy, then I needed to learn how to be happy in a world with so much darkness. So, living in the Bible Belt, I first tried going to church. It seemed to work for others, but it didn't work at all for me. Then I tried reading books on mindfulness, meditation, and spirituality. I started doing yoga, and from there, it got a little better. I felt like I was finally starting to see glimpses of the light. But the true success didn't happen until many years later, after I was recovering from a violent sexual assault. Having nearly lost my life, I was forced to go deeper, and that's when I finally gave up what I had been doing so that I could find a better way to be happy. I felt completely backed into a corner, and the only way out was to move straight into the darkness and sit with it instead of running away from it or avoiding it. And guess what? This time it worked. I felt like I could breathe for the first time in a decade. And that's when I realized that my negativity and being stuck in my pain wasn't actually all my fault. It's because everyone in the personal development field preaching about happiness wasn't actually talking about how to sit with the darkness and, most importantly, use it to our advantage. No wonder I was struggling. For years, they had been telling me that if I think unhappy thoughts, then I would create an unhappy life. So I was terrified to even admit to my negative self-talk or my judgment. They'd been telling me that fear is my enemy and to get out of that state as quickly as possible through their healthy coping mechanisms. And when I figured out that all of that wasn't true and in fact was actually making it worse, I was finally able to break out of their chains and get the results I dreamed of. I hate to say this, but the real problem is super prevalent in the New Age spiritual community, a community that I love dearly. But they were the ones keeping me from true healing with their talk about how fear, stress, and other negative emotions were low vibrational and that we shouldn't spend any time with the darkness, otherwise we would lower our vibration and create a negative life. Once I realized that the darkness is actually my passage to a life of pure joy, that's when I started to align with my true positive self really fast. So fast that I made it my life's purpose to guide others directly into their darkness and into the light with my signature positive outlook method. And it didn't just work for me. Take a look at what it has done for others like Julia. Julia says, overall, the program has shown me how to hold space for myself and be compassionate towards myself and where I am in the process. And that's really helped me to extend that space out to my loved ones. With a comforting soul such as Sarah to lead you through it, you really feel like you can be more honest with yourself than you have ever been before. Now, I didn't realize when I started that not only does walking straight through the darkness help me to release old stories and create for space for new, exciting possibilities for my life, but it also helped me love myself and accept myself more than I ever thought was possible. And because of that, I can truly say that I am living my dream life full of gratitude, presence, purpose, and joy. I broke free of old toxic patterns, learned the lessons from all my pain, and I created a deep well of resilience and self-trust. So now, no matter what challenges my life tosses my way, I can stay connected to my inner Zen and get through it with a real smile on my face. And that's why I created the 21-day Positive Outlook Challenge. This method took me years to create, considering I started crafting my signature recipe for happiness even before my professional training in life and emotional intelligence coaching. And altogether, it's cost me thousands of dollars to get to where I am now with this specific opportunity. But it was totally worth it. It makes living happily so much easier, so much more sustainable without just covering the pain up with a band-aid. And what might take someone years to do on their own, they can now get done in just 21 days. My positive outlook method connects you with crystal clear vision so that you can create a life in alignment with your values, getting rid of any clutter merely taking up space. It holds your hand through the darkness with powerful activities and exercises so you won't have to brave the pain alone. It helps you move into a space of forgiveness so you can let go of the past and move forward with a fresh start. Not to mention, it teaches you how to get into the zone with ultimate presence so that you can live from a place of gratitude. But don't just take my word for it. Here's what others are saying. Rich says, I got more clarity and I was able to take daily action, and I've come to realize how important that is. What I wasn't expecting was these bigger transformations I got in multiple areas of my life, and that was because of Sarah's approach to face it, feel it, and free it by diving into your fears where you're able to accept them and learn from them. This is a roadmap back to yourself, and that's where true transformation is. But before you get started, let me ask you a question. Would you like to get access to the 21-day Positive Outlook Challenge? For less than the cost of a cheap date night for two or one haircut and style, you can get access to everything inside of the challenge. Now, while it would be impossible to show you all of the benefits of the challenge, I do want to show you some of the things that you'll experience as soon as you are on the inside. Not only will you get exclusive access to the membership area with all of the videos and worksheets for each day of the 21-day challenge, you'll also get private access to the Positive Outlook Challenge Facebook group, where you'll get to connect with others on the same exact journey. In this group, I'll be hosting a live Q&A in the middle of the challenge, as well as hosting a celebration conference call at the end. You'll also get 6 guided meditations for connecting with your playfulness, spirituality, and overall health and vitality. You'll also get the Art of Loving Yourself ebook to fast track your success as a new positive you. And as a bonus, I will even ship you a sample-sized bottle of my favorite essential oil blend for grounding and balancing, paired along with the benefits of aromatherapy ebook. And my favorite bonus, you'll get access to a never-before-seen interview and exercise with Dean Slider, natural meditation and mindfulness expert. Now, if you had to pay for each of these items separately, the total value of all of this would be $497 because of the exclusive access to the content, extra support, all of the bonuses, and not to mention all the time, money, and effort that it takes to make this possible. But let me ask you this. If all this did was give you a more positive, joyful life, would it be worth it? If all of this did was let you release the grip of negativity and stress, would it be worth it? Now, I'm not going to charge you $497 because it's the holidays and I'm in the spirit of giving. I'm only going to charge you $47. And I'm going to take on all the risks so that you don't have to, and even give you my 21-day money back guarantee. But you must act now because I only want those of you who are ready to take the plunge. So this offer for you expires in 72 hours. Just imagine what life will be like when you can find joy even in the small things. Release the grip on negativity and fear and open up your relationship with not just yourself, but also with others into a space of love and gratitude. So click on that button below right now and you'll be taken to a secure order form. After you put in your credit card information, you'll be taken to a secure members area where you can get immediate access to all of the content no matter what time of day or night. And for those who are already signing up because you're super excited, this is what's going to happen next. After you're brought into the membership site where you can get started right away, you'll have an option to join the private 21-day Positive Outlook Challenge Facebook group. In the meantime, I'll be packing up your essential oil to ship to your house so that you can start using it right away. And listen, honestly, it doesn't matter to me if you sign up right now or not. I'll still be going about my daily life fulfilled and happy whether you decide to jump on this positivity train or not. However, without my help, as someone who has pulled myself out of some of the deepest pits and climbed the tallest of mountains into the light, you'll always be chasing this pursuit of happiness without any sustainable results. And I know that sounds kind of harsh, but my job as your coach is not to help you stay cozy and comfortable. My job is to get super real with you and rattle that cage just a bit, breaking you out of your patterns so that you can finally take ownership and seize opportunities for growth that will make your life so much more fulfilling. And I have a feeling that you'll agree to that. Am I right? Remember, you get exclusive access to the membership area with all the videos and worksheets for each day of the 21-day challenge, private access to the 21-day Positive Outlook Challenge Facebook group, 6 guided meditations, the Art of Loving Yourself ebook, a sample-size bottle of Balance Essential Oil Blend, the Benefits of Aromatherapy ebook, and access to a never-before-seen interview with Dean Slider, natural meditation and mindfulness expert, all for just $47, a $450 savings available to you with just the click of a button. I am so pumped, super excited, and I cannot wait to start this journey with all of you. See ya on the other side.